Good afternoon. Just been watching the nuthatches come in and feed. They've got a cold tip. These two really don't help at all. Sam, here. Get here. You'll go inside. Sit down. Jack, sit. Sit. Back to the lips. I really wish StreamYard had let you zoom in. You alright, Emily? Tommy, you alright? Jack, you're not helping, son. Kaniel, how you doing? Mammy, Spike, you alright? Yeah, I've had a lot of birds in, so I thought pointing the camera at that. Master Sounds, you okay? But then this one and the other one, of course, have to be with me all the time. You alright, Isha? The other side, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Viewless, you good? Lisa Marie, Angela, y'all okay? Shadow 1 and Shadow 2's there, poking his head up behind the bush. A lot of the birds, they don't put off too much, but the little ones, a bit flighty. You alright, Patty? How you doing? Chip, thank you very much for coming in. Amanda, how you doing? So this morning, Simon's plant pot. I've been out pre-recording at Lanacross Prairie. I've been around the English Heritage Park that you have to pay. You alright, you potatoes, Sazzy? What's he doing? That dog does make me wonder sometimes, you know. Peace out, man, you alright? You've got to think about plant pots. It's not all there. How are you, Patty? So yeah, I've been to the Priory and I've been paid a few parts. And some of the tombs, the masonry is unreal. There's one of a little girl that died at 4 months old, and it just looks like a kid laid asleep. I kept going back to it because it just looked like a kid. Really, really, really good. What? Yeah, Remy Sam is playing with a plant pot in the background. Oh, hang on a second. There, back. Yeah, Sam's got a thing about plant pots. He has these mad 5 minutes a few times a day. Jack and Sam in the background. Hey. I wondered if that is going to come running. Oh no, he's going to do a lap. He's 7-year-old. You think he'd have got out of the strange phase by now, but nope, not Sam. Playing with a plant pot. And him, what's left of a ball? Jack, you've got plenty of balls. He finally got his coordination as a pup. He had no coordination at all. Here comes Sam. You alright, Secret Blackburn? Plant pot boy doing laps. Neither of my dogs are really normal too. Well, Jack's more of a normal dog. Sam's just an idiot. Hey, Sam. So my school holidays started 4 hours early. The little one was not very well, so I picked her up and brought her home. How you doing, double light? So much I've been able to sit and watch the birds come through on that feeder. Remy, you're not far off there, you know. Look at him. if he's not playing with plant pots in wintertime, he's got a chunk of ice. Look at that. Oh, he's brought me 2 bits of his ball. They do have proper toys. See it and go in. Look. He's eyeballing me like that, and then he's going to charge at me. Hey, Sam. The wind destroyed my bird feeder. What are you doing with your plant pot, son? There you go, he's off. He'll do a lap, he'll come around the patio. Andy, you all right? Oh, he's been playing with that. See, they do have real toys, but they tend not to play with them. And he's got a frisbee there that I found buried in my strawberry patch. Jack, I'm not kicking that. Finally, my crappy sweet peas are starting to flower. This year they've been really, really slow. Seem to have got a few purple ones as well. So now they're starting to flower. I'll start cutting them back and they'll get a lot better. There's a lot of them purple. You know what's happened to me white ones? My pea pods are brilliant this year. I've got loads of peas on. Loads of peas. I don't like them getting too big. They're not so sweet and they go kind of bitter. All the way along, got a fair few. So these roses I cut every year. They're like a standard one. There should be like a ball on top. But they get that many flowers on, they just kind of collapse on me. What else have we got? My black currants are just about done. Do you want to see my mad stupid pigeons? See, the birds have been at these already. This one was absolutely chocker. It's the blackbirds that tend to hammer them. This one, it's just collapsed on the floor. It's not full. I get a bit nervous when they're getting ripe for picking them because you end up with wasps. My raspberry patch just there. The blackbirds have discovered that and had a load of them. Still a fair few on. Ooh, look at that little bug. It's very orange. You can tell I've been out with the weed killer as well. I went a bit bad. But be right. Plant pot boy. I'll show you my stupid pigeon. Ooh, let us know how they go. I've never had much luck with carrots. The ones that I did put in were either bent in stupid shapes, corkscrews, or the rust fly larvae had made them into Swiss cheese. Ooh, slavery dog. Now, these 2 pigeons, I mean, pigeons aren't the brightest, but they decided to nest in the hedge. I can do it. And these apples are swelling nicely. Oh, that's what I was wanting to show Vendetta as well. You do get a drop. All these little tiny apples on the floor. I still charm on fruit it needs to have, and it'll drop a load off nasty. I had a panic the first year thinking that my trees were dying. I mean, look, it's still covered. Vendetta, if you're in, see all these branches just reaching straight up off the main stems, you cut those back. Hi, Christine, you okay? I haven't done that one this year, so it's bad. And this, look at the state of that. But all these branches that you see pointing up to the sky need to all come off. So you've got all these ones. They reach vertical for their fruit and branch. friggin' signal. And there's my Cox apple tree. Actually doing really well. It's only a little one. Right, stupid pigeons. Saw them flying into this corner and thought, nah, you can't be that stupid, are you? Left that as a bird bath. It's actually for sledging. Leave that for the birds, like a bird bath. Right. That is a baby pigeon. Is there just one? One baby. I can only see one. It won't be long before that's fledging. I'm amazed I've managed to not have it slaughtered. But they're just in my hedge. Anyway. No, my light. No, I can't see you being timed out. Don't time people out, please. You're all right. Please don't time anyone out. Hey, Jack. Yeah, all those branches like this one, that one. You cut them all the way back. The tree decided, I mean, look at all these ones pointing straight up at the sky. They all need to go. The tree decides it's going to grow more than grow the fruit. So they need to go. Oh, we've got some more flowers coming on. That's unusual. You meant to do it from autumn through to spring, latest maybe March. I've done it April time before, and it's, look at him with that poxy bit of ball. Nah, it'll grow back, potatoes. I've learned to be vicious with stuff. And here, look at that bloody mint. It is lethal. If you get mint, be prepared for it because it's a nightmare. It's jumped. It's in a trench. There's the weed material. There's actually pollen liner. It's wrapped around a slat of wood. It's been pinned in the ground. You'll be able to see from the other side actually. So there's a lip meant to stop it, but it just climbs like that. It actually goes over the top. They're off seeds. This is not the weed itself. I'll get rid of the weed. Soya plant. I had some soybeans in the cupboard from 2 years ago, and I thought, right, I'll stick them in a plant pot to see what happens. And yeah, they grew. The slugs have been at my squash down things. These pots have had sticky copper around them. The copper slugs hate. Some more of a natural deterrent, but I was a bit late doing that. Outside tomato, I thought I'd see how it does. Never grown these before, so I've got no idea how it's going to go. Oh, it's getting flowers, look. It's going to have purple flowers. So we'll see how they go. But apparently they're like a pea, the way they flower. And we've got a squash there that survived the slugs. It's starting to send its tendrils out. How many seeds are left in here? Anyone wants any seeds of anything in the garden, just let me know and I'll send you some. But those soybeans were an experiment and it's gone okay. Yeah, chill out and chat, please. Pack that shite in and do it elsewhere. We'll see how these go. Now, to grow, I've got a way to grow baby leeks. To get a flower first, all these flowers, you cut the tops off around the bulb, and it actually grows baby leeks out of it instead of the flowers. I tried it last year and it does work. So if they start flowering, I'll do it again. And rather than planting seeds, you actually grow them on the head of the plant. Kiwiesel, how you doing? That one's about to burst. I've not even checked my greenhouse this morning yet. My lilies, it's on it. Right, who knows what this is? Anyone see how it's been eating at them? It makes me cringe. They're horrible. There's these bloody awful bugs, like a worm thing. That eats them. I've never seen them before, and they showed up last year, and I ain't got a clue what they are, but they're making my skin crawl. What can I use? Oh, look at this. I'll show you one. They're disgusting. They are. Jack, get off them. A little grubby type thing. No idea what they are, but they creep me the hell out. Abandoned Forgotten Wales, you alright? No abusing spines, please. End of. Chill. The bumbles are back. I've not had many bumbles in. These are Coreopsis. Anyone wants any seeds from these? I can post you some. This is gorgeous. Can't remember what it's called either. I planted those last year. Honeyberry? Something like that. Something to do with honey. Really pretty little flowers. Big up Shady, alright? These have the seeds. Strange. They're pulling off. If it'll let me. That's the seeds. Very weird. And the lavender is going lovely. Got loads of different breeds of bumbles. Stop, come back. That thing, I can't remember what it's called. Very secret blackburn, say. No, secret blackburn, I'll give it a go, but they're horrible little critters. I've got no idea what they are. Get in. My wasp trap has got another wasp. It takes a little bit of time for them to start getting the scent of it. It's got a couple of moths in, sadly. But they fall through there, smelling the yummy food. And then they spend eternity in their yummy food. Works a dream. Go and check my tomatoes. Angela, I do. I'm going to leave some. I'm going to take some cuttings from others and dry them out. Just cut the stem, hang it upside down in bunches. It's beautiful. And we've got some wild honeybees in. Yeah, it's amazing stuff. And the bees go mental on it. I like these as well. You start off with those nice little white flowers, not pinky white. I haven't checked my tomatoes. I want to see my tomatoes. My mallow, I love the mallows. Barnsley baby one. Didn't do much last year, that one, but it's doing well this year. The tomato plants that I've got the issue with the fruit dying off on me. You see the tops are starting to die off. I've left them in for now. I mean, that whole vine, those two at the bottom look like might be okay, but they'll probably do the same. I've got a few vines below them that I want to keep. These are like the sweetest tomatoes you've ever had. Really nice. But for whatever reason this year, my dad's are the same. And look, they've all dropped off. There's the odd one or two that are all right. But these ones are my favourite. Oh, hang on a sec, I'm being shot. Back. Yeah, these little £1.50 strawberries, tomatoes are absolutely brilliant. Oh, you're collapsing. Why have you got two heads? Oh, because I left you, that's why. That one's another one of those rainbow tomatoes. But again, it's doing the same thing. My dad's are exactly the same. This one's a bit mutant. You'll get two coming off. That one's leafed. And then it's flowering again. This one, it's just covered. All right for cheapy plants. I left these two at the bush just to experiment with them, really, to see what it would be like. Because normally we cut the sides off and just have one straight plant, but doing okay. Funny you should talk about grows. The first summer that I was here, I was doing some weeding down this bottom, and I seen her under this bush. Thought that looks funny. I thought, nah, can't be, surely not. And sure enough, it was. Lever, apparently. So she got to about Holy Sally, 9 foot tall. That year we got really late. I think we had like ends of hurricanes, so I had a lot of heavy rain and high winds. Plus, I had a flower heads got mold on them before she could even get to the point she could hand them over. But I searched the whole garden, and there was only one plant through the entire garden, just one, and it was Sally. So we don't know what's that lived here had a grow, or if some of the elderly neighbours, they have a grow and a bird's eaten a seed and dropped it in the garden for us, or if a gardener, because she used to have a gardener, was having a cheeky smoke at the bottom of the garden and dropped Sally's seed. But yeah, he's like lightning is Jack. He's oh shoot, that went wrong. Jack, it's here. I threw it wrong. You're not going to see it. It's here. Yeah. Sam, you did. Jack even. Look. There, watch Sam will nick it. Or not. He won't give it back. And you'll spend all day. You minger. Do you know what? I nearly tried planting some new potatoes just to see how they would do planting them late. Had a bit of bonfire on there. Hey, Jack. That is disgusting. Slime city. Hey. You disgusting. Sounds. Got some wild rabbits living in there. I think on that side, in that. So I need to have a look. There's some baby rabbits knocking around. Where Sally was, right behind her was a rabbit warren. And there was a wild black rabbit living in that. And I can't believe, you're right, Johnny, that the wild rabbits didn't eat the weed plant. She was only little when I found her, about a foot tall. So they mustn't like the taste of, because they eat everything else. How you doing, Johnny? What's on the cards for this weekend? Me, it'll be a quiet one. Why do you slammer so much, Doug? He wants you to kick stuff or throw stuff for him. And Sam knows Jack's way too quick for him, so he doesn't need. Come on, Angie Frisbee. This pheasant berry, shows not on it. These will grow another couple of flowers. You can see those berries swelling up. The birds go mad for them. The wild birds spend a lot of the winter in these. I've got 3 of them. They're only tiny little things. They grow really quickly. Right, will you two pack it in, please? I'm asking nicely. Stop. There you go, they've got the mother voice. Lilies. I've got like a million lupin seeds if anyone wants any lupins. I never worked out what that was. Got no idea. It's growing some berries. Yeah, no more lies. Wait, hang on a sec. Back. Listen, this magnolia is growing lovely until the deer came over the fence and took the top off it. Hey Mark, how you doing? Lovely to see you. I'm gonna have to get my backside in gear. They start dropping Ooh, that was a bit tangy. See what I mean? This dog will never stop. Yeah, I went down to the Priory this morning. Filmed in the part you have to pay for, and in the church properly. Because the left-hand side of the church, it loses signal. The remains there are actually really interesting, so I'll get that edited and posted up. The walls were about 4 foot thick. There's one of those stupid pigeons just gone over that way. About 4 foot thick. Giant fireplaces. I mean, huge fireplaces. Really, really interesting. Sam, put that away. Right, do you think you two will let me sit down in peace? I don't know if you can see how bright that is there, just about luminous, those roses. And these ones grow balls. It's about 8 roses, maybe more, on a head. And you've got the other mallow. This is a Daphne, and the scent off them is so powerful. Teeny tiny little flowers. It flowers twice a year. The scent is I can't really, a bit like a jasmine kind of scent. A bit like a jasmine. It's about the closest thing I can think of to it. That's one of those as well. It's a different. You get out of there. Every morning he goes into that spot. I don't know what is smelling on there. He's doing my head in with it. Right, pack it in, please. End of. I've got a load of grass cutting to do because it's been raining. It's guaranteed the grass is going to go wild. UB, how you doing? Happy birthday to Mrs. UAB. UAB? UB. A very happy birthday. Yeah, they're a load of fun, Barry. They never stop. Logman, you all right? Viewers, they keep me entertained. It's Sam. Sam's the oldest one. And he's 7 and Jack's just turned 4. And it's him that's the idiot. And I can't work out why. When he started having seizures, the vets put him on meds. He was falling over his own shadow. He lost all his coordination, sleeping, and started putting on lots and lots of weight, which are the side effects of the meds. So I decided to take him off them, give him a break, and then put him on CBD, just so I could see if the CBD was actually working. And sure enough, it handles it brilliantly, but it's turned him back into an idiot. He raised the kitchen, he raised the bins, runs around like a lunatic. And there he goes again. It's made a massive difference to him. Luckily, it worked for him. So, I've got little one shouting at me, so I'm going to have to do a shoot. So, thank you all for coming in, and I'll catch you again soon. And I'll have these premieres up as soon as I can. So, thanks everyone. I'm about to go and play nurse. Bye.